The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip, and I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Four yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36. Now a handoff as they run left side. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Next to score, Lions 7, Broncos 0. Jack Fox, the kickoff for the Lions.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And the final number here in terms of the top speed that he hit, absolutely absurd. Next Gen Stats has him at better than 23 miles an hour on that one.
Here's 2nd and 8. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Julian Okwara
in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
For Jerry Jeudy, this is why he was a first-round pick back in 2020. The route running and the hands are great, but the speed, that sets him apart.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now back to throw. And Shark calls it in. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up the first down.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Now a handoff looking right. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
On play action, they'll throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll set up a throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Who that? Mike, 56, Mike, 56. Yeah, that's not good. Mike, 56. Let's go. 56 to Mike, boys, 56. Check, 56. Watch that.
Looking to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Lions on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off at the 16. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake.
56.
Now they try the right side here. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
46-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Romeo Okwara in on the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And now here's a carry heading left. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. K.J. Hamler, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Second and 11.
He'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions have taken the lead. Roses to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Broncos 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
They go play action here on first down.
This pass caught by Hamler.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Lions are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And Hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing.
And now the rookie's free. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
These two teams making their final adjustments before coming out for the second half. And for the call, we go back out to Denver and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half. Too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit. Get in their grill. And then send them back out.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
They'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
124 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the Broncos 16-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And they'll run again.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They'll set up to throw. Rolling to his right.
Looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit.
T.J. Hockenson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Roses now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Broncos 14. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 44. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Roses to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Lions 42, Broncos 14. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like...
Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
And talk about a quick answer. This looked like a missed assignment. You'd think someone would be able to rein him in after he makes this catch, but he's so slippery in the open field, he's able to take it all the way to the end zone.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 38.
131 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
On 3rd down, they'll try and pick it up with a counter. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt.
We're going to shut you down. We're going to shut you down.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drives exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
56, check 56. You're not ready. You're not ready. 56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. Get that quarterback, D-Lord.
He'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
And with the scoreboard against him here in the 4th quarter, this was definitely 4-down territory. Really nice job there finding a way to get open, and a really nice throw. That sets them up with 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. What was once a really comfortable lead is not so comfortable anymore. Down to a 2-score game after they've seen a pair of touchdowns go against them on those last 2 drives.
Yeah, they've got to find a way to get off of autopilot right now, okay? Get back to what was working for them earlier. Understand that they still have a 2-score lead, so it's not dire, but at the same time, okay, guys, let's mash the gas. Let's get going again. Let's have some fun.
2nd down at 7.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
141 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A quick throw complete to Chark. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And they snap him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Rosa's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got him in, complete. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A huge play there for Denver. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Darren Waller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And this will be returned from deep.
And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
And it's 3rd down.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Here comes the Lions punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Lions, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Denver, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears.